How's it going out there, YouTube? My name is Jesse, and I am the curator for the Golden Age, and this is another
Lost Heroes of the Golden Age.
Yes, this is Lost Heroes of the Golden Age, and this is kind of a weird one.
How did you even find him?
That's what's weird about this. I didn't even know about this character. In fact, I was on a fandom site, and I was typing in random names into the search engine, and that's how I stumbled upon this guy. It's weird. There were 2 sentences to describe this hero, so I said, I think I can do better than that. So I found the comic book, and 2 sentences were all you really needed to describe this guy, but we went ahead and covered this one and done hero.
Chesler Comics genius.
Chesler did not have a lot of heroes, or did not have heroes that went on for a long time, but they didn't have very many one and done heroes either. One and done heroes were not quite as common in the Golden Age because a lot of times they wanted to make a character work, so they would put out a number of stories to see if he would get popular. This was one of the one and dones that I found, so I thought that this would be interesting enough. I have covered my fair share of one and done heroes, and this is one of them. It's not the most intriguing, but I found it, I did it, and here it is. A really weird named hero. His name is Black Satan. That's not quite common for a Golden Age. I know that we've did Lady Satan. She was a hero, but usually if you have the name Satan attached to your name, you're not a hero, which might have been one of the reasons that he was only one and done. Anyways, I reviewed this guy. I hope you like it. If you do have any requests, I know I say this at the end of my video, but I don't know how many people watch the end. If you have any requests, I'm more than happy to do that. I love to fill out requests. So, let's do this one and done hero with Black Satan. Black Satan. Black Satan, Howard Finn, first appeared in Yankee Comics #1 in 1941. Publisher was Chesler Comics, and he was created by Charles Sultan. Now, finding a one and done hero is not as easy as you think. Most of the time in the Golden Age, they took a character and at least tried to make a couple of appearances with him, whether or not about the popularity. This is his only premiere, and it's not a bad premise. His name is probably the only problem that I can see, because Black Satan, not only is it a name of what you would expect a villain, but he doesn't represent anything black except for his tie and mask, or Satan in any way. The name inexplicably makes absolutely no sense. But as it goes, he is a district attorney, he works at night, and he apparently has a gun that can fire a blinding ray. Now, in the very beginning splash page, we show the gun holstered on his left. Now, there are only 2 other times that you see the gun holstered, and it's both on his right. In fact, they show a scene where the gun is shown to have been fired, and it's on his right side. So the gun should be on the right, not on the left. But there's not much to say about him. He's not particularly fast. He's not particularly strong. He's a district attorney that fights crime, which is a lot more of a common theme in the Golden Age than you might think. And I think that they actually had intended this comic to go on longer, because on the very last page it says Black Satan will appear in Yankee Comics. So, and the fact that most of the other characters that I've done in Chesler have had multiple appearances, it's kind of unusual that he only had the one. But let's go ahead and give a quick review. He had a gun that can blind people. He has a calling card that you'll see on the very last page, which absolutely makes 0 sense. I mean, he looks more like a swashbuckler than a hero, too. So, let's review this one. It's a quick 7-page thing. Now, there is something I found interesting on the very first page. On a marquee sign, you will see something that says, Drink King Cola. And I found this kind of funny, because there are a couple advertisements in Chesler Comics about King Cola. Now, since I was never alive in 1941, I didn't know whether the drink was actually made or not. I did a little bit of research before I did the beginning of this video. Apparently, it was never produced, but there still were a couple of ads. So, the fact is, the very first ad for King Cola appeared in Yankee Comics number 2, but this drink, King Cola, is part of Yankee Comics number 1. Okay. So, let's go through a quick review of this. It's not super intriguing, but it is a one-and-done hero with a premise that could have given us a few issues. So, let's go ahead and see the first appearance of Black Satan. No covers, no feature, not even mentioned on the very first cover. Of course, none of the other features were mentioned on the first cover. So, let's do this. Black Satan. A district attorney during the daytime, Howard Flynn adopts the role of the dreaded Black Satan for his nightly crusade against crime. That's the opener. That's it. A high explosive bomb is hurled from the speeding auto and Drink King Cola. I mentioned that in the opener. And there's the gun on his left side, which will be the only time it's there. An instant later, an entire block is shaken by a definite roar, and we see the newspaper about how this was gangsters. So, we'll learn by the end of the page it's a protection racket scheme. So, the mayor is talking to the secretary and then goes to see the district attorney. Hello, Finn. Or don't hello me, Flynn. Look at the paper. And they're having a conversation, and the mayor says, seriously, Howard, you've got to do something. Our jobs are in danger, and people want action. He's the DA. You don't know that he's Black Satan, and he's the DA. He doesn't have control of cops. Well, what do you expect, the DA to stand on the street and go, stop criminals, I'm the district attorney? That's not how this works. He could prosecute the criminal, but he's the DA. What did you expect him to do? Alright, and then at the very bottom here, we see the gangsters. They're being introduced, in a way. This is the place. Yeah, this Boyd owns us plenty for the protection. Okay, so they go in there and they say, okay, Ralph, we came for the $2,000, and he talks about how he doesn't have that much money, and they start to rough him up. And then Black Satan shows up. And this is an unusual set of pages. In the very opener, his shirt is white, and the rest of the comic, the 7 pages, he's white. And in these set of panels, his outfit is blue. Now, honestly, the blue on red looks a lot better than the white. But, and there's the gun on his right. But seriously, I mean, consistency. I can understand how it could be like slightly blue and black and shaded in the alley. Once he gets in, it should be showing white again. They had the same problem with the Grim Reaper I reviewed. How he was wearing white, but they showed a representation of it being black at times. So he starts to throw the guys around. One guy pulls out a gun, and then instantly the Black Crusader. You're not wearing any black. You're wearing a white shirt and red pants. So why would it be the Black Crusader? Blasts the weapon with blasting away with a strange weapon. I can't see, I'm blind. Right. It'll last long enough for the police to get here. I mean, he's not black. It would have probably been better to say shadowy figure, because he came out of the darkness. But it doesn't make any sense. And you see his shirt's back to white again. Okay, so they start to get away. And he talks to the shop owner. You're all right, fella. They're gone now. But they'll be back. They're not finished yet. I'm actually impressed that that Black Satan knew where the crooks were hitting at. So he follows them down the alley, and they realize that they're being followed, and they jump him, and they subdue him. The thugs turn, and the black figure sails in, and the black figure sails into them like a tornado. He's not black. He's wearing a mask and is black. He's not black. Nothing about him is black. We got him. Take him inside. The boss will want to see. Our boss will know what we're doing. So they bring him before the boss, which nothing really compelling about the boss. At the very beginning, they showed him in green, but I don't know why. He's not really all that compelling. The Black Satan. I don't like that name. The mysterious crime fighter deals out punishment, and then they get him from behind. So, you've been knocked out twice in a matter of minutes. Okay, so they subdue him, get him into the car. We're going uptown with him. That's like the worst idea. Don't take the vigilante with you. Okay, they say that soon they will get rid of the Satan guy, but we're going after bigger protection money. Toss him over there. We're going to get a look at his face this time. I mean, why didn't you just shoot him and then look at his face? And you're making horrible decisions. Okay, so they reach for his mask and peekaboo. Defying a hail of bullets, Black Satan makes for the window. Get that guy. Wait. What window? They drove the car to... Did he jump out the car window? The location of where they're at doesn't make any sense. They drive to a building. They want to look at him, and he jumps out the window, but they never said that they were in a building. They never even said that they got out of the car. Okay. A cop, just the guy I want. Sailing downwards, the crime crusader lands behind the patrolman. I don't understand. I just don't. Okay. The protection gang is up there. Get some more of your boys, and I'll hand them over to you. What? I'll say. Oh my God. Listen, someone tipped off the coppers. What, the whistle automatically lets you know it's the police? It's 1941, maybe. So we do see that they are inside of a building, and then there is a calling card. Black Satan. You already know that he's there. And what is with this calling card? And take a look at it. It's half a skull, half a shadowy dark figure with the horn. This calling card makes no sense. He doesn't wear a horn mask. He doesn't wear a red skull mask. The black and red don't make any sense. It makes zero sense. It really does. All right. I mean, when we saw the calling card left by... Oh... What was it? The Destroyer from Marvel. The Destroyer calling card made sense. This makes absolutely no sense. It doesn't even say Black Satan on the card. It's just a picture. Okay, so he starts beating up the criminals. There's the gun on his right again. How's that for battling? He didn't even... What did you throw? Like one punch? I don't know. The cops show up. They take him into custody. Black Satan sure did a good job here. And we'll go ahead and read the last two panels. While the law takes over, the mysterious Black Satan makes a hurried exit into the night. Wonder how Mayor Clement will feel now. You see, Howard, Black Satan rounded up the whole gang. He's my idea of a man. Yes, he also saved yours, our jobs. Black Satan will appear in Yankee Comics. In this issue maybe, but nothing else after that. This whole thing was really silly. And not particularly exciting. Well, you don't get more obscure than this one. I hope you like that. If you'd like me to do more from Chesler, I can definitely find more. Their heroes were really different. I believe the Dynamic Man and Dynamic Boy were also Chesler. They really did their comic book formats in a really weird way, even weirder than Centaur. Okay, well, until next time, I'll be seeing you.